The 60-year-old body of Timothy Gray was found under a bridge in Wyoming, the United States, a few days after Christmas in 2012. Sadly, due to a number of factors, his life was far from straightforward, resulting in him being homeless and dying of hypothermia. Yet potentially, he had everything. Due to the success of his great-grandfather, his great-aunt had died the previous year, leaving a vast fortune of in the region of $300 million. At the time of Gray's death, the will was tied up in a courtroom battle, and as it turned out, Timothy Gray was worth an estimated $19 million. I doubt if he was unaware of the family fortune, but it seems strange to me that he wouldn't have tried to access these funds rather than die homeless. But surely there's a salutary lesson here. Spiritually, many of us live as paupers, not fully enjoying the measure of God's inheritance in store for those who believe. Paul writes in Romans 8, verse 17, "Now, if we are children, then we are heirs, heirs of God and co-heirs with Christ. If indeed we share in his sufferings, in order that we may also share in his glory." Let that sink in. The believer in Christ is an heir of God and co-heir with Christ. Not a slave, or a servant, or a saint. No, you are a child of God. You have legal rights to the family business and fortune in heaven. The will has been executed. The courts have been satisfied. Your spiritual account has been credited. As Paul writes to the church at Ephesus, he has blessed you with every spiritual blessing in the heavenly places in Christ. You have everything you need to be everything the Lord desires for you. Divine riches, pure gold, has been deposited in you. Need more grace? Well, it's yours. Need more patience? You'll not be disappointed. Need an ounce of wisdom? He'll give you £5. Here's the deal. You will never exhaust his infinite resources. He will never wave away your prayer saying, "Come back tomorrow." The Lord is rich in love, hope and wisdom. As Paul writes to the Corinthians in 1 Corinthians 2 and 9, "No eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no mind has imagined what God has prepared for those who love him." In the light of this, let us appreciate our true wealth, that is, in Christ.